Hey, Peggy. Whoa, I better keep my eyes on the road. I recognize your avatar, and first person I can't recognize it. Oh, it's Backtrack. What's up, brother? So yeah, I got a long drive now. It's 4 hours and about 45 minutes. Going up to my parents' house. Yeah, hurry up, huh? If I get there early enough, my parents live about 5 minutes from my favorite crappie fishing hole, and I'll see what time it is when I get over there. I might make some really good time. I might try a couple of my minnow lures I made and a couple of the buzzers I made, and just go out there for maybe 45 minutes or an hour, pitch a fly, see if I catch any crappie or any smallmouth bass. There's a lot of smallmouth bass in that hole too, and sunfish also. So hopefully I make some good time. I made those minnow lure, two small minnow lures I made. I weighted both them with some really fine wire, so they'll drop. But I made one and I put an extended tail on it. What I did is I took a matchstick and I painted it up with clear fingernail polish so it wouldn't absorb water. And then I wound up tying that on to the hook and letting it hang out the back of the hook about an inch. And then I put a tail on the end of the matchstick, and then I cut a slit in the mylar and slid it over the hook, and then used string and kind of bound it up. I don't know, it's kind of hokey, and I don't know if it's going to work. It might not, but I'm hoping the bass will hit it. And it actually floats, but it floats the head down. So I don't know if that'll be a good thing or a bad thing, but we'll see what happens. I just wanted a topwater lure that looked like a minnow, so I could go for like a Rapala, so I could go after those bass, the largemouth and the smallmouth. Stop up here in a few miles and get some fuel, and I'll get caught up on chat, guys. I'm going to drive a different way up there, taking a different path because I'm so sick of driving that same road up I-90 to Spokane. So I'm going to take Highway 97 and then take the Miles City cutoff, drive down through Fort Spokane, and then I'll take the Orrin Rice Road, come out North Basin at Colville, and then Highway 20 to Tiger Pass. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's a really beautiful drive. I get to do about 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes driving along Lake Roosevelt, which is a real pretty drive. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be tempting not to stop at Lake Roosevelt and pitch a fly. Yeah, if you guys think this is pretty here, wait till you see going over Tiger Pass. Oh man, I hope I got service. Shit, I didn't think about that. I got service, if I take I-90, I got service all the way, but it's a half-hour longer drive. Well, 25 minutes anyway. Hey Jonas, I recognize your avatar. Is that like that river's pretty damn high, man. They were having, they're calling for flood warnings here on the Wenatchee. It's been so warm, it's just melting the snow off so fast. We're going to have a terrible fire season this year. going to be a pretty day today. Hitting all the lights today. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Saturday today. I know some of you guys were over at Maddie's watching him fish. He caught some nice trout today. Stuart caught one also. I was over at Sir Martin's for a little bit this morning, chatting with everybody. I'm sure Toy Pups has got a live stream going. You guys might want to go check her out. Give her a like. Yeah, sorry, I can't look at the chat, guys. I will hear it a few when I stop for gas. Yeah, it's kind of nice when that sun's not blurring in the screen. You can actually see something. Yeah, that river's real high. Holy shit. Glad I don't live down in that floodplain. Can't even imagine what insurance would be. Yeah, up there where we live, there was several, excuse me, lots right on the river, or excuse me, right on Shasta Creek. And those lots were like, I think they were around $17,000 or $18,000 a piece. When we first moved up there, my wife said, maybe we should just buy one of those lots just to have it. And I said, well, it's on a floodplain, so if we built anything on it, you know, we're going to be paying a hell of a insurance premium. And then down on a creek bottom like that, it's a lot colder in the wintertime and at nighttime. I kind of wish I would have bought one now, because those things are going for $105,000 a piece now, just for a half-acre lot. You know, same with gold. I quit buying gold when it hit $2,000 an ounce. And I wish I would have bought some more for, just because I think it was last time I bought it was pushing 19, and now it's what, over $4,000 now. But I didn't miss the boat on silver. I bought a lot of silver, and most of it was anywhere from $15 to $18 an ounce. Now it's been in the 70s for a while. I haven't checked it in a couple weeks, so it could be more or less. Get across the bridge here, and I'll be pulling over for fuel, and I'll get caught up, you guys. Thanks for being patient. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with those buzzers that I tied, but man, I have a hell of a time with that, using that whip finisher. Holy shit, gonna take some practice. Yeah, so once I get across this bridge and get gas, I'm going to be heading north, and we won't be staring into that sun. Sorry about that, you guys. Oh yeah, Columbia's high too. Real high. Wow. Sir Martin, what's going on, brother? Run, what's up? I got that whip finisher like the one Maddie uses. I can't remember the name of it. It's a low budget kit that I bought. Well, I didn't buy it. My wife did. Okay. Moses Lake, huh? John Wick Silver, that's cool. I'm going to go ahead and pull ahead before I start fueling up. Just so I'm not a knob, you know. Whip finishers, hey Colleen, what's going on? It's what you use to tie the final knots in your on your flies before you clip the tag end off. All right, guys, I'm gonna get this fuel pumping. Here it is. Let's see, what did it say? Let me check. So I'm pumping regular, and it's 565 a gallon. Well, you know what? That's what I was able to get one knot tied with that whip finisher, and what I've been doing is just pulling out a bunch of slack and just tying it the old-fashioned way. Yep. Yeah, the diesel's like, I think, over $6.50 a gallon. Hey, Danny the Stinger Manny, what's up, brother? I'll tell you what, if any of you guys are trying to build a channel, and hey, Adrian, what's up, man? Danny the Stinger Manny can hook you up with a lot of building channels. And when I first met Danny, I had like around 300 subs. And within 5 weeks, Danny directed me and showing me places. And there's other channels too. Nikki Lee, No Frills. I mean, there's a lot of them. And within, I think, 5 weeks, I was at about 750 subscribers. And then within another month, I was over 1,000. And now I'm, pushing 1,600. I'll be right back, guys. swear to God, none of these places ever put tape in their register tape in their gas pumps, so you always have to go inside to get a receipt. Hey, Scooter, what's going on, buddy? Jerry, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I did too. Uh, double, just put just put super glue on it, and then excuse me, headset. All I have right now is super glue, but I ordered that light activated headset. I think I got the light and the headset for like $12, $13. Wasn't very expensive. Well, thank you, Mr. Scooter. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'll tell you what. I got a breakfast sandwich there, croissant with sausage, egg, and cheese on it. And these aren't store-bought, ready-made things. These are all handmade, and the sausage is it's not from URM or Food Services of America. They actually make the patties right here. So I don't blame you guys if you don't want to hang around. This is going to be 4 hours of driving. I might put some music on. What do you guys? You want to just want to listen to road noise, or you guys want some music? Yeah, I hope everybody's having a good day too. Yeah, it's 4 hours. If I go I-90, it's actually closer to 5. Oh, really? You must be on the East Coast, huh, Miss Skeeter? Excuse me, Scooter. Well, I think Mrs. Scooter, don't you hang out at Skeeter's once in a while too? I think I've seen you there. All right, Martin. Thank you, brother, for coming in. Appreciate it. Oh, that's cool. Man, they do some really cool stuff. Excuse me. Hey, Kat, how's it going? Good to see you. I hope you're having a good Saturday. I hope everybody's having a good Saturday. We're doing a road trip today. I'm driving up to my folks'. I'm going to drive up there. I'm going to stop and get my mom flowers. I got her a card already. I'm going to, I'm eating a breakfast sandwich real quick before I hit the road. And I got about a 4-hour drive to get up there. Tell you what, that's one of the best breakfast sandwiches I've ever had right here in this valley. God, they make good breakfast sandwiches. They make a chicken fried steak breakfast sandwich, but you better have a bib on when you eat that sucker. It's got the chicken fried steak on a hamburger bun, and and then they just pour gravy on it, chicken fried steak gravy, and then put the top bun on it. And you know, it doesn't drip out all the time, but sometimes they'll put a little bit too much gravy on it and you have a blowout. But man, you want to talk about an incredible sandwich. Cat, sorry to hear that, Cat. So every time I took a bite, I was hitting mute, guys, so you don't have to listen to me eat, but it's gone now. My wife likes it too, those cheesy mashed potatoes. Really, I love biscuits gravy. What we usually do is, like, when my wife's, she'll be making or frying the sausages, and I'll make drop biscuits and do them in a cast iron skillet. And then when the sausage is done, she uses the drippings to make the gravy. Oh my God, is it good? All right, guys, we're gonna drive. We got a lot of it to do. Can you guys hear me fine? The other day I was having issues. Well, I had the volume on my phone, my speaker turned down. Oh, you can hear me? Cool. Thank you. Hopefully I got cell service at Fort Spokane. We'll get a little history thing going on. Yeah, that wind's blowing pretty good. God, what a gorgeous day it is. I don't know why it's only 45 through here. Yeah, that breakfast sandwich is freaking huge. I swear to God, it's like eating a double cheeseburger, man. I'm so stuffed right now. It was all I could do to take the last bite. You get your money's worth there. Probably 45 because this is all industrial park area here. This area to the left is really starting to blow up with a lot of different buildings and such, different businesses. But over on the right side, it's always pretty much been the industrial park area here. Chris, what's going on? I recognize that avatar. We're doing a little road trip here today. I'm going up to see my folks, so I got about a 4-hour drive now. Hope you're having a good Saturday. So, Chelan County PUD is supposed to be building a hydrogen plant out here somewhere, but man, I sure as hell don't see it. It is. Could be closer to the river. I wouldn't see it anyway. I spoke too soon. I think this is it up here. It's not a real big facility. By golly, I think that's it. It's not a very big fucking... No, that's not it. That's a garage. That must be central maintenance. Yeah, I don't know where they're building that hydrogen plant, but it's supposed to be like a 5-year project. And then with all the data centers they're building in this area, I mean, on, let's see, was it on the other side of the river, on the Wenatchee side of the river, Chelan County. So Microsoft is building 10 data centers out there at a cost of $3.1 billion. And I think they've already got one data center done, so they've got 7 more to build. And then on this side of the river, in Douglas County, Microsoft built basically a mirror image of that facility. And it was, but they had to do a lot more intense dirt work. So I think it was like pushing $4 billion. But so right here in the Wenatchee Valley, Microsoft alone has spent over $7 billion in fucking data centers, man. That doesn't include Toshiba, Sabi, T-Mobile. There's a bunch of them. On the Wenatchee, or excuse me, East Wenatchee side, Douglas County, they a means to handle Microsoft had is building a water treatment plant and donating it to the county. So, you know, there's probably another 10 million right there. And then they're also, they had to build 2 new substations, and they paid for those and donated both the substations to the county also. Yeah, it's big business. Hey JJ, what's going on, man? Road tripping. Sorry guys, I can't look at chat. I know one thing, I gotta get ahead of this guy because he doesn't know what fucking speed he wants to go. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I'm getting ready to turn off and get on Highway 2, and I'll be going up Pine Canyon. I might not have service in Pine Canyon, but once I get up on Prairie, I should have service again. I hope the fuck this guy isn't going to Spokane. Ah, fuck, he is. I gotta follow this brain dead cocksucker all the way. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, this every time we got where I could pass, he was doing about 57 miles an hour. We get somewhere I could pass him, he'd kick it up to 65. Fucking prick. Lane. Sorry about that. I'm out of the canyon now. I'm up on the So I had a kid I worked with. I wasn't a kid, he was 30. But he's got a video of him right here on this stretch of road. Once you get straightened out up here, he had an R1, has an R1, and he had it up to 187 or 183 miles an hour, right? Starting right here to past these power line transmission cables. That's too fast for me. Fastest I've ever been is I had my Saab up to I think 131. You know, actually it was that was a pretty good car right there, but those Saabs are only about, I don't know, my buddy's wife had one, and when I bought mine, he told me, he goes, that car, you're gonna want to get rid of that car before it gets to 130,000 miles. He said, because it'll start nickel diming you to death. Well, I didn't listen to him, and at like 134,000, that car started having issues, and at 145,000, it threw a main bearing. So he was spot on there, but those are really nice cars, you know, and they got the built-in, they got a full built-in roll cage. Super safe car. Between Volvo and Saab, they went back and forth for like 12 years of which was the safest vehicle on the road. And if you guys are ever considering getting an Audi, you may want to watch some of the crash tests they do with them. The one that I seen did not go good for the Audi. But the Ford F-150, oh my God, that car truck literally freaking exploded, man. So this little town's called Waterville. It's got some really cool old Victorian homes in them, and they're cheap. The reason is, this is like the Windy City up here, man. Waterville just gets hammered with wind. We almost bought a 2-story Victorian house up here. It was like, I don't know, 4,500 square feet, and they only wanted $90,000 for it, and it was on an acre. It was a beautiful place, but man, once I found out about the wind, and I had a couple buddies that lived up down in Wenatchee, and they said, man, you better really think about it. Let this guy cross. It's state law in this town. If somebody's standing on the curb across the street, you better stop. I think it is just about anywhere. Have a good day, buddy. We ain't in that big a hurry today. Yeah, it is a cool little town, and it's really got the old small town coziness to it, atmosphere. Yeah, these houses through here are just gorgeous places. Damn it, looks like I lied to you guys. We got that sun right there, don't we? Oh, it's still 35. I better slow down. A little heavy foot. Next little town we're coming to is called Douglas. It's been here for a long time too, since the mid to late 1800s. But I had a buddy that lived up here in Douglas, and he was renting a big 2-story house because he has like 6 or 7 kids. And after he moved in and start getting to know some of the locals and such, found out the house was the town's brothel, and it was a cool house. And actually, you know what? He bought that house because it had a big vertical harp, beautiful piano. I mean, it was gorgeous. It was all Curry maple cabinet on it. Oh my God, that was the most beautiful piano I ever seen. And he said, you can have it, man. He goes, the people that bought the house, they don't want it. And he goes, I'm not moving that thing. He goes, you got to come get it yourself. He goes, but you can have that thing. And what I should have done was took it and then sold it. But I don't know anything about pianos, and if it was I mean, what if it had a bent harp, or anything could have been wrong with it? Who knows? But for the cost of moving it would have been like $3,000. So I was like, I don't know about that, because I was going to have it professionally moved. I'm not going to try to put a piano in the back, especially a vertical harp, in the back of a fucking pickup. That's not going to work. That's a cool old van. You don't see a lot of those around anymore. Wow, and that one was cherry. That was a cool van. cool sailboat, but I've already got a boat. I don't need a sailboat. We used to have one though, and I tell you what, I do love to sail. Oh my God, I love it. I had a little 20-foot Bayliner Buccaneer, and man, me and my wife, we drug that thing all over this state, sailed, well, not all over. We brought it to Banks a few times, sailed the Columbia River mostly in it, took it up to the Pondere River and sailed that river. I really like sailing rivers, man. It's a lot different than sailing a big body of water. But man, we had a ball on that thing. I think the longest we spent on it was 6 or 7 days. Had a Siamese cat. We actually had 2 cats. We had a big yellow tabby, and he wasn't having nothing to do with that sailboat. He hated that sailboat. That Siamese cat, and we took her with us because she always wanted to go. She seen me loading that hooking boat up behind that Bronco, and she knew they're going sailing, and man, she made sure she was, the whole time, she would be under your feet when you're getting shit together. Yeah, we'd be on the river doing some hard tacking in that little Buccaneer. The nice thing about it was a shoal keel, so I could go right up on the beach with it. The rudder, it had a big swing on it, and it was heavy. Big, heavy rudder. But, yeah, we could just take it right up on the beach. We didn't have real comfortable beds, but what was funny, like I was saying, we'd be tacking real hard on the Columbia. That boat it'd be listing easy 22 degrees. And that cat be back in the bird sleep and phaser. Yeah, I kind of wish I would have kept that boat. The trim and everything inside, the woodwork, everything was in excellent condition. I mean, it looked cool, man. It was what was it? I think it was a 70. I think it was a 75 or a 76. But I buffed the hole out on it and everything, and had it looking really, really sweet. I've noticed on those sailboats, like mainly the 20-footers, 22-footers, is like the MacGregor. It doesn't have any personality in it. Everything's just, hardly any wood at all. Everything below is just like all fiberglass and vinyl, and it's just, which I don't mind vinyl cushions, actually a good idea on a boat, but it just didn't have any personality to it. Whereas the Bayliner, it had a lot of character in it. I really loved that boat. And I put when I bought it, it had a 7-horse Evinrude on it that was on its last leg. So I bought what was it? I think it was a Tohatsu, 10-horse Tohatsu. It was a 2-stroke, but it was a long shaft, which is what you want on a sailboat. You want a long shaft. Well, I put that motor, only called for a 7-horse, between a 5 and a 7. I put the 10 on it because it weighed just about the same as that 7-horse Evinrude. And man, that boat would scoot right down that river. Really nice. also, when I bought the 10 horse, I also bought a power lift on the back. You know, like on a sailboat, you got those spring-loaded mounts that where you can raise the motor up when you're going to travel or when you're sailing. Well, I bought a powered one, and it had a trim on. Actually, yep, it's all wheat. They grow a lot of wheat in this part of Washington, on the east side anyway. They actually grow, believe it or not, a lot of people don't know, they grow quite a bit of wheat in the panhandle of Idaho too. In fact, if I remember right, there is a town on the back, and it's either Harris or Harrison, I can't remember, but I think it's, and they're big time wheat farmers, and these people, I mean, they have got a lot. I don't know how long this is going to last, guys, if there's anybody even here anymore. I don't blame you guys. Yeah, Eastern Washington, man, they grow a lot of wheat here. They grow some flax. They grow oats. Let's see what else. They grow a lot of silage for cattle. And as you can see, a lot of hayland too. Everybody's having a good Saturday. I sure wish my parents lived a little closer. It's a long drive, man. In the wintertime, if it's the roads got compact snow and ice on them, it's every bit a 6-hour drive. I actually did this drive one time, I don't know, 35 years ago in a snowstorm, and it took me 7 hours. So that body of water you guys see in front of me there, that's Banks Lake. That's a good lake to fish right there. My wife, we've only taken our boat here, I think twice. No, only one time. No, twice. And the first time we came here, she caught a 19-inch rainbow. It's a really nice fish. Highway 97, man, this road is screwed. Actually, this valley here where this lake is actually one of the old riverbeds. This is part of, I can't remember what coulee this is, but just a few miles to the right of me downstream is Sun Lakes, and it's what they call Dry Falls. And at the end of the last ice age, it was the largest waterfall on the planet. I think it was like 7 or 11 miles long. Big waterfall. And then below it is all the splash pools, and that's what makes Sun Lakes. Those are all splash pools from the waterfalls on the Columbia River at the end of the last ice age. can see how windy it is here, how rough the water is. It's always windy here. Well, that restaurant's all boarded up and closed up, and the gas station is too. Yeah, Binks Lake's a pretty big lake. Little town we're coming up to here is called Coulee City. We got a little tiny powerhouse right there. A lot of people out on the lake today. Yep, that's a state bull. State patrolman behind me. Oh, cool, he turned off. Awesome. Last thing I want is a state bull following me for an hour. on up here. Wow. At least it's not a headwind. Some boring country here, ain't it?